It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup. Alongside Brock Heward in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, we usually at this point talk about a quarterback, talk about a game-breaking running back, a home run hitter when it comes to wideouts. Oh, no. Today, before this one, we're talking about a couple of tight ends.
And what a great game it is, Kate, to spotlight that position because we have two of the league's best. And when you go back and you watch the tape after the fact, with the ground games running wild, it's usually these tight ends making blocks. When the passing game is getting it done, well, they play a role in the air as well. They don't get the headlines like you talked about. But these guys, man, they are cornerstones of their offense.
We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know. As we kick off in this Week 5 contest. He dodged the tackle. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
Kate, I know you get tired of hearing me say there's no substitute for experience, but it is totally true. Taking the reins of an NFL team as a young quarterback, you want the game to slow down, and the only way it slows down is to get more and more of these opportunities to go lead your team game in and game out.
First carry here for Jordan James. And a modest start to our game. Couple yards on the first play. Here comes second down. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Throwing off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up third down.
3rd down and 7.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
Fields this clean at the 30. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And leading them out, a rare breed in the NFL, their lefty QB.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. He puts some juice on a deep throw. That's caught at the 25. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Caps don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Offense staying out, looking for 2 more.
Come on. Line up for a 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he'll get in. That gives them an 8-0 lead. Well, Brock, the run certainly an option as they lined up for 2. But as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Sean McVay getting his Rams offense ready to go for a new series. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. There's a give inside to James. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Alert! Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
No run, James. 2nd down run produces 7 before they bring him down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Got him, man. That's Nakua. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
To throw here on 1st down. Fits it through the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. A gain of 15 there. And the Rams have the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll throw it. Going deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But a Ram found his way to the football first, and they avoid the turnover. Whew.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Caps take over on his 5th interception of the season. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right?
Yeah.
That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. They've ripped off 4 straight wins, and if this lead holds, that's going to be 5 before we know it. Pass play on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I love that. I mean, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Finds him on the slant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Let's go now.
3rd down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
He'll look to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
1st down.
18 Cardinal. 50. 50. Warrior 70. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
He's going to throw it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
That's the end of our opening quarter. 8-0 is our score. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Working inside the red zone. Completes another one to Thomas. He has the touchdown. The Cavs grow their lead to 14-0. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
They aren't taking the offense off. All right, leaving them out, trying for two.
Let's go. Offense will line up for a two-point conversion.
Eagles. Ready.
They'll go play action. And he secures it in the end zone, so their lead grows to 16-zip.
16. Rams nothing.
Well, they really have this defense on its heels, Brock. Still the opening half, but a couple of touchdowns now, and a perfect 2 for 2 on two-point tries.
Yeah, this defense, they're picking up the scraps. They're not doing anything well. This offense, though, they sure are. Scoring touchdowns and then two-point conversions to top it off. You know, part of the reason you don't see this a lot, Kate, is you only have so many two-point plays in the arsenal, and they're using them here very early.
Out come the Rams on offense. And after that opposing score, Brock, they find themselves taking over down 16. L.A. bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up 2nd down. Back now, pressure coming. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Kate, this is a low-ceiling play with a reliable source of yardage.
And they'll throw 3rd and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Pat Surtain has it. Man, these guys just can't get out of their own way right now, and we both know it's only going to hurt worse as this game rolls on.
Yeah, kind of stuck in a loop right now, and I don't care what sport it is. If it's golf, if it's shooting a free throw, batting, baseball, like you grip it tight and you grip that ball tight, usually bad things follow.
1st down from the 42.
Ready. 73, Lion.
Plowing up the middle. Escapes the defender. Keeps it moving. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that gives him a 1st down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, you get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 7 Pirates.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And it is knocked away. A shot to the end zone, answered there by a strong defensive effort. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Come 19. Come on. Hey. Warriors 17. Panther 11. 79 Broncos.
He's going to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the red zone now. Pass it down close. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. Let's examine this flag. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Goal to go. It's a pass play. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. 8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal.
60 average, 60 average. Trap goal 80. Trap 60, trap 60.
Still sticking with the passing game. Hits the slant. Touchdown. The Caps pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to try for 2.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Throwing from the gun. And he is in for the score. We may not see them kick ever again, partner. They're now 3 for 3 on 2-point tries today. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Fields this one at the 3. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
Here's James running right. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down. The Rams are set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. His work begins at the 31. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Caps and Brian Thomas Jr. ready for another drive on offense. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, that's a very promising. 1st down from the 42.
19 right. Ready. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. And he's got it, it's in close. And in he goes for the touchdown. The Caps boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Offense is not going anywhere. They want 2 more.
Here we go, here we go.
Line up for a
Cowboy
2-point
80.
conversion.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. Well, they are perfect no longer. Defense finally stops them on a 2-point try. You think this is just a case of they were going to go for it every time, Brock, until it didn't work out?
Yeah, not a gambler, but this is house money. And when you feel this good and you're this hot, continue to take advantage. They've obviously seen something this week in their preparation that they could go after these guys they have. And I don't think one time getting stopped is going to deter them moving forward.
Now L.A. getting its offense all set to go. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go now. Omaha, Omaha. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. They're in trouble now, and the ball is out. Scooped up by the defense. And they will take this down inside the 10. Got the recovery, and now they're going to start with 1st and goal.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Their offense running back out now. They're sure to be appreciative of this as they start out 1st and goal from the 4. A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal.
70 Lions. Ready.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. And he's got his man. Touchdown. The Caps boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Offense not going anywhere. They want 2.
Let's
The
go.
offense will line up for a
Hawk
2-point
70, Hawk
conversion.
70.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's got a man. Complete. And they aren't slowing down in the slightest. 2 more to their lead. Man, what a blowout we've got here. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Rams is hurt, is going to need some help out there. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Has this at the 6. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Sean McVay getting his Rams offense ready to go for a new series. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Ready, go. Set.
They'll come out throwing. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
We've set it downs from 37. Pass play on 1st and 10. This finds likely. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Viking 18.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. The Caps headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10.
18 Rattler. Here we go, shot. Buffalo 18. 19 Lion. Ready, right?
They're going play action. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
70 ring, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, Mustang 19. Ready.
Throwing now off the play action. Look at that power, deep left side. He's got it inside the 25. He does it, touchdown. The Caps boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
They're leaving the offense out there, and they're trying for 2.
Ready.
Will line up for a
70
2-point conversion.
Ready.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Complete at the 2. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Rams taking over on offense late in the first half. And we're down inside a minute to play here in the second quarter, but that is enough time to get a drive together. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll throw to start the drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Rams have the first down. From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. To his back it goes, Jordan James. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Working now from the gun. Likely's got it right side. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. 2nd and 3 now.
At the 41-yard line.
They are throwing it again. To the left and hauled in by Likely. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
A gain of 4 yards.
New set of downs from 37.
Rams, first down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He's going to throw it again. Into the hands of Likely. And they take him down right along the 30. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Looking underneath here, it's James. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. Touchdown, L.A. The Rams get their first points of this game just before halftime. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams take 7 points off the deficit. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
1st down and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
On the jump.
1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
19, 60 Bison, Cowboy 80, Buffalo 18, Warriors 70, 18, Pioneers.
Looking to throw. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Kicked off by Nakobe Dean. And the Rams will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from 35 yards away. Pressure mid, and it's blocked. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. The first month of the season has come and gone. Some early surprises, some early disappointments as well. Let's get into it. Our look around the NFL starts now. At Northwest Stadium in Landover, the Commanders at home to take on the Jaguars. And here's the Jags wideout. A deep shot downfield, and he's right there to look it in, and they're not gonna get him. 75 yards this one goes, the catch and run for the score. From there, it's on to Cincinnati. Checking in on the Bengals, they're playing host to the Las Vegas Raiders. And this is Joe Burrow. One of his 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Bengals move to 4-1, looking good as they get the win here. Got one more to show you right now. Let's go to Foxborough. It's the Patriots hosting the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Tyjae Spears. He's looking for an opening, gonna find it, a 17-yard touchdown on the ground. The Seahawks win their 2nd straight as they get the victory here. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. He fields it from the 8. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30.
1st down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On the set.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
19 Lions. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Go.
Back to work after throwing the pick. He's trying to push the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff.
Ready, set.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready, right?
Third and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
19, 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
And they're going for this. He connects downfield. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Trying to work quickly now. They go play action on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Seven Pirates. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
Throwing it again here. Going deep here for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. The Caps grow the lead coming out of halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. The fifth of the game for him, tying the NFL single-game record.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Offense staying out, looking for two more.
Offense will line up for a two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. They certainly weren't hurting for points, but hey, why not add two more onto the massive lead they've got? All right, I think I already know the answer to this question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Game well decided. How does a former player like yourself feel about that decision?
Yeah, whatever you think your answer is, Kate, you're right. I don't think there's anybody that likes this, and I don't think there really is a case when you're up this big. You're just trying to embarrass your opponent, and you better be careful.
This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Sean McVay getting his Rams offense ready to go for a new series. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Nakua, the receiver, in motion right. Running with James. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They get 22 out of that play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. They give left side to James. Shoots away from one. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And the Rams have the 1st down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
All set to go now from the 35.
Liking, alert, push, alert, push. Check.
Going to the ground again on 1st. No repeat success in that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. To the air on 3rd and long. Got a man, that's Nakua. And as this play goes out of bounds, all eyes turn to that flag on the field. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And this one does not go far.
Okay, ready?
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. They'll throw 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
Sticking to the air here. Intercepted in the end zone. Pat Surtain has it. And the Caps will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
At their own 20-yard line.
Well, Kate, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick. Ready.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Gets him downfield. This is Thomas. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That goes for 32 yards. And that means first down. Offense in the hurry up now.
First down.
11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19 tight. 79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17.
Set up. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Warrior 70, Cup 19, Cup 19, go.
Here's the backup, first throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas, when you watch college game to the NFL game, that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Throw left side, complete. And this one has no shot. They're on him quick, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Catch made right side by Coleman. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
1st and 10, looking to throw. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. Well, they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense.
Incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Ooh, the rush is too much here. Down he goes. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. Got to figure out this 3rd down here.
Coming. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And he's down to almost... Oh, no. Actually going to give him the 30 here. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
This is James. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
They run. It's James. Running in the red zone. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams making the scoreboard look a touch better.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams cut into the lead by another point.
54. Rams 14.
The Rams kicking team is ready. Then they're going to send this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Caps and Brian Thomas Jr. ready for another drive on offense. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a gain of 22. And they're going to have a first down now.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
To throw here on first down. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Looking in the air here. Trying for the deep ball. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Drawn up for it. And he gets him 5, but still a ways short of that line to gain. So here comes fourth down.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this. They're going to throw for it on 4th. Finds his man over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. Check go.
1st and 10. He keeps it on the option. They pitch it out to him here. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
At the 60. At the 60. Go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. He has room past the 25. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
They're going to pass it here. Looking right, and he finds it. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the option here. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down. Looking fast as that clock ticks down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Cavs throwing 6 more on the blowout. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
They aren't taking the offense off. All right, leaving them out, trying for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Back to throw now. And he barrels his way in to get the 2 points. I think we were all expecting to see the kicker there, but up big, they're still adding on with a 2-point conversion.
I think most of us, certainly the purists, would love to see the kicker there. Don't run up the score. But look, in the end, it's also on the other side, too. Stop them from scoring. Don't even let them put the 2-point conversion out. Keep them out of the end zone. You got a little responsibility to have some pride on that side as well.
Return starts at the 3. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll work against the blitz. They bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got one more snap coming up.
18 at the 16-yard line.
All right, one more snap to play here.
Set it.
One final shot here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And we didn't need to reach the closing stages of the game for this one to be over. They had things decided and fans heading for those exits well before the clock reached zeros here in the 4th. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Caps as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.
Take it up. You can do better than that. Step it up.